Hello, I'm Jason Stanhouse, and I'm on a mission to lose 100 pounds this year. So, when I was thinking of a challenge for myself to help lose weight, walking was definitely a must. And there are a ton of people on YouTube who say to do it, but they're all skinny already, or I'm not even sure we're ever fat. So I thought, I'm gonna do it, and I'm gonna see how this affects me being a bigger guy. Some of the benefits that I have found from walking so much include better sleep. There's the obvious exercise and weight loss. The sleep might help with those too, which is kind of a nice symbiotic relationship. I've also been in a much better mood. And not just a better mood, a more stable mood. Like, when a stressful thing hits me now, it doesn't just plummet me down to grrr. I'm pretty much staying where I'm at when it happens. And that's nice. I also noticed a huge decrease in back pain, which is surprising because I didn't even know I had back pain. And lastly, my bowel movements have been much better. Mostly, there's only one real drawback to this. And if you're thinking about doing it, it's extremely time consuming. I probably spend 3 to 4 hours a day actually walking, and then another hour or two a day thinking about ways I can get out and go walking. It's almost an obsession at this point. I'm like, where have I been to this trail? Have I been to that trail? I'm just got to find a place to go, and I got to get out until my steps are done. And then I relax really well. Another thing that's not really bad, but it's worth mentioning, is you need to shower twice as much, or at least I do. And I've had to wash a lot of socks, because if I didn't, they would be stinky. So without any further ado, let's get into what I did. Day 1, I walked 10.81 miles and burned 4,809 calories. On day 2, it was 10.5 miles and 4,869 calories. Then on day 3, I did 10.33 miles and 4,733 calories. By day 4, I was starting to fill it, so I only got 10.27 miles and burned 4,831 calories. On day 5, I walked 10.68 miles and burned 4,857 calories. Day 6, I had a lot going on, so I barely made it with 10.2 miles and 4,694 calories. On day 7, it was 10.21 and 4,794 respectively. Day 8, I walked 10.5 miles and did 4,614 calories. Day 9, I walked 10.52 miles and burned 4,873 calories. And lastly, on day 10, I ended strong with 11.61 miles and 4,934 calories burned. So overall, I walked 105.66 miles, burned 4,808 calories. In that time, I averaged 2,800 calories a day, so add in 28,000. That left a roughly 20,000 calorie deficit. With each pound being 3,500 calories, I should have lost 5.7 pounds. Now it's time to get into the actual results. For my weight, I went from 281.1 to 275.6. My bust stayed the same at 48 inches, but my chest went from 47 inches to 45.5. My hips went from 45.5 to 44.75, and probably most importantly, at least for me, my waist went from 47 inches to 45.5. I lost 1.5 inches on my waist. Yes! My thighs and my calves both went up in size. If you're thinking about starting to do a challenge like this yourself, I have a few pieces of advice. One, if 20,000 steps or 10 miles sounds too big for you, it is. You don't need to do that much. I purposely exaggerated how much I needed to do just to see if I could do it. But apparently 8,000 to 10,000 steps is the optimal amount for most people. Headphones help. They help a lot. So does wearing 2 pairs of socks so you don't get blisters. I kind of found going to different places more enjoyable. This challenge for 10 days, it doesn't mean I won't continue. A matter of fact, I'm going to continue. I have to see how much of my weight loss was water weight, so I'm at least doing another 10 days. And with all my challenges, I try to encompass them back into how I function if they work. And this has worked. In the last video, I ate the same meals every meal, and that is now what my meal plan is through the week. I do change it. I don't do exactly the same, but I'm getting close.